Welcome to Season 2, Episode 13 of Full House Rewind. I'm Dave Coulier.
And I'm Marla Sokoloff. Today we'll be talking a little bit about Episode 13 of Season 2, also known as Working Mothers. A lot to say about this. This episode was directed by Peter Baldwin and first aired on ABC on February 3rd, 1989. Dave, how about you give us a description of what this episode's about?
Sure, I would love to. Danny and the girls panic when Joey and Jesse are offered full-time jobs at an ad agency.
Yeah.
Did you have a job when you were growing up? Do you remember your first job outside of showbiz? Did you have one?
Luckily, I've never had to have one. I mean, I'm pretty blessed. I never, because my first real job was a Golden Grams commercial. That was like a one-off. And then the next job was Full House. And so it kind of just...
Wow. I never knew that.
Yeah, I never had to have a
real job. I didn't know
job.
Full House was like your second job.
Yeah, it was total beginner's luck.
Yeah, but you were such a pro. Like, where did you...
Thank you.
You just waltzed in like a pro. Wait, plays, anything?
Yeah, I did plays. I did plays up in San Francisco, camera, I should say. My first on camera was a Golden Grams commercial and then Full House.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Because you were such a pro right out of the gate, nailing the joke.
I've always been really good with handling my imposter syndrome. What can I say? It's just something I'm used to. It's a state of mind.
That's good. Good that you've learned to embrace that. That's good. That's good. Why don't we dive right in here?
We're going to describe what's happening in the episode together. I will start us off. Season 2, Episode 13 opens with a teaser in the living room. Stephanie and DJ are holding Michelle's hands. Michelle's wearing rollerblades and dressed head to toe in safety gear. Stephanie recalls that she didn't skate until she was 4. So teaching Michelle to skate is a waste of time considering that she's only 2. They let go of Michelle's hands. She begins walking across the room in her skates. And Stephanie says... she's lying about her age.
Well, the show opens in Joey's room where he and Jesse are writing a jingle looking for something to give the song some pizzazz. They decide to spice it up with a Sammy Davis Jr. theme. They trade off singing like Sammy Davis Jr. and then realize that it's just not the same without the real Sammy.
They continue spitballing and come up with an idea that Hurry Mart is like a great American general store. And as they begin to work on the new idea, Stephanie and DJ enter. Stephanie is dressed in her honeybee outfit, and the girls ask the guys to help them with driving to honeybees and helping DJ with karate practice. They're so busy. DJ karate chops Joey's pencil and breaks it in half. Stephanie asks Jesse if he'll teach her an Elvis song for the honeybee talent show, and he gives her some tips about doing an Elvis impression.
It kind of sounds like I imagine your house. You got music going on, you got kids dressed up as honeybees.
Totally. Sheer chaos at all times. Yeah.
You're doing your Elvis impression. Of course, it's all making sense now. We cut to the kitchen where Michelle is sitting at a small table and coloring with some crayons. Jesse is on the phone waiting for a call from the ad agency. Every time he looks at the phone and says ring, Michelle says ring. Joey enters with some overly stuffed garbage bags and announces that he finally cleaned under his bed. As Jesse and Joey take the garbage bags out, Michelle closes the kitchen door and locks them out.
As they try to convince Michelle to unlock the door, 2-year-olds, the phone rings. Michelle answers it promptly, hangs up, and races to the living room as the guys give chase. Danny intercepts Michelle and they head back to the kitchen. As Jesse and Joey yell for Michelle to open the door, Danny opens it and lets them in. The phone rings again and Jesse answers it. The ad agency tells Jesse that they've bought their jingle. Jesse and Joey whoop it up, hug each other, and quickly exit.
And we cut to the ad agency. Jesse and Joey enter and are greeted by their boss, Mr. Malatesta. He offers the guys a shot at writing the entire commercials concept, and if it goes well, full-time jobs at the agency.
We cut to the living room. Danny's on the phone and wears a punching mitt on his hand. DJ is practicing her karate punches while Danny tries to speak. Stephanie enters and asks where Uncle Jesse is and that he was supposed to teach her an Elvis song for the talent show. Danny tells the girls that he is going to teach them both because Elvis did karate. He then launches into Heartbreak Hotel and delivers karate chops and kicks while singing like Elvis.
Of course he does. Later that night, Danny is putting the girls to bed as he picks up Mr. Bear from the floor. He winces and grabs his back in pain, saying that he did too much Elvis. Well, Joey and Jesse enter and say that if things go well tomorrow, they're going to be getting full-time jobs. The guys exit, and DJ and Steph discuss their concerns about Joey, Jesse, and Danny having full-time jobs, saying, if they're all working, who's going to take care of us?
The next morning, Jesse and Joey are at the ad agency prepping for their big pitch meeting. Suddenly, Grandma Katsopoulos and Michelle enter. Grandma tells the guys that she's dropping Michelle off for them to babysit.
As the ad execs approach, Joey hides Michelle under the desk in the office. Mr. Malatesta and the executive VP of marketing for Hurry Mart, Edna Foley, enter. The guys begin their pitch. Jesse plays guitar and sings a jingle as Joey plays multiple characters in the commercial. As they act out the commercial, Michelle enters from under the desk, and the guys incorporate her into the pitch.
It's not a bad idea. The pitch concludes smart. The pitch concludes, and Edna Foley is sold on the concept and insists that Jesse and Joey create their entire campaign. Mr. Malatesta announces that he is hiring the guys full-time.
We cut back to the house where Jesse and Joey are seated in the living room raising a toast in celebration of their new jobs. Danny enters and announces that DJ is now a green belt in karate. Then Danny introduces Stephanie. She enters dressed like Elvis as Danny announces that she won the Honeybee Talent Contest. As they're celebrating the girls, Jesse announces that he and Joey have landed full-time jobs.
The guys ask the girls why they're not happy about the great news. Steph and DJ ask how could they do this to them, and that they're just going to now be all alone. Danny intervenes, tells the girls that they're always going to be taken care of and that they should be happy for Jesse and Joey. He recalls all the wonderful things they've done for the girls because they love them.
Jesse and Joey assure the girls that they'll still see the girls every day before school, after work, and every weekend. The girls hug Jesse and Joey and tell them how much they'll miss them.
We cut to Joey's room where the guys have a scale set up on the table. They weigh the pros and cons of accepting or declining their new job offer. They use red and black checkers to place weight on the scale.
And as the guys discuss their reasons for and against their new job offer, they realize that they are deadlocked in a tie as Danny and Michelle enter. The guys each give Michelle a kiss goodnight and place 2 checkers against taking the job on the scale. Danny and Michelle exit, leaving Jesse and Joey bewildered.
The next day, Jesse and Joey are in the ad agency office. Mr. Malatesta answers and asks the guys if they could possibly work at home. And the guys ask him, okay, my bad. Here we go. Take 2. The next day, Jesse and Joey are in the ad agency office. Mr. Malatesta answers, and the guys ask him if they could possibly work from home. They were very ahead of the time. They were like already living in 2020.
They were pre-Zoom, but right on the cusp. Yeah.
Malatesta agrees and says that he loves the guys and makes them a deal.
As Mr. Malatesta begins to exit, Danny, Michelle, Stephanie, and Deej enter carrying plants to give the guys a new feel for their new office. Jesse and Joey tell the family that they're going to be working from home. As they check out the view on the office porch, Michelle slams the door and locks them out.
Credits roll, and that's what happens in this episode of Working Mothers. Any thoughts for you? I feel like I have a lot of thoughts, Dave.
Go. Just go right into it.
Yeah, it's just the guilt that you feel, like, as a parent, you know, when your kids are, I've had this, every single day I feel like I have to miss something, or I try not to. But, yesterday I was working, so I couldn't go to a basketball game at my daughter's, and, like, you feel so terrible. So I love that the story was flipped, and that the guys were feeling that same, the push and pull with work. And
how dare you juggle it? You got three girls. And they're all at different stages of activity. I can't imagine when you're directing a movie, I can't imagine how you try to do you leave the set and goes, I'm going to go have lunch with them? Or is it just like you're gone for the day, and then when you come home, it's makeup time?
Yeah, it's definitely more that. I feel like I've just come to this place where I've realize you can't be good at both at the same time. So I'm either
Mhm.
a really good mom and I'm doing all the things with them and they have my attention completely, or I'm a really good, creative and I'm focused more on that, but I've definitely been at like the director's monitor before with like Instacart app open, sending groceries as I'm figuring out a shot, and like it's happened, but it's all good.
This is a good time for mom to be a movie director because you can Instacart. If they don't sponsor us,
Instacart, sponsor us, please. I mean, It's crazy. Like, that's a perfect... I don't know how moms would do it without Instacart and Amazon. We'll take either sponsor because they're both at my house multiple times a week.
Okay. Well, being a busy mom, why don't we play a game based on today's episode?
Great. I mean, I surely will be fantastic at whatever this game is. I'll nail it.
And this is perfect because this game is called Home is Where the Heart Is.
Okay.
Okay. In this episode, Jesse and Joey are offered a job at the ad agency, which will force them to be at the office, taking family time away from raising the girls. I'm going to ask you some questions, Marla, about different jobs. We're going to see just how many you get correct, okay?
Okay.
You ready? We're going to rifle through these. Sorry. Things certainly have changed in our world since Jesse and Joey decided to work from home on Full House. As of 2021, we're going back 2 years, a huge percentage of our U.S. workforce works from home. Is it 22%, 32%, or 42%?
Oh, I'm going to go with the 42% for sure. Like,
ding, ding, ding. You are absolutely right. It's going up 159% since 2005.
Wow.
That's incredible.
That's great.
And I'll bet even more now that more people, work remotely like what we're doing right now with Riverside, Zooming, and, FaceTime and chats and all that stuff. It's really kind of revolutionized our world. It's crazy.
Yeah. No, it's incredible. And the way we pivoted so quickly, too, like from everybody working from home and then just like figured it out in 2 weeks or something. It's so genius.
Yeah. We need another big disease to come through to make even more advancements.
Please. No. I won't survive.
Too soon? Okay.
Too soon. No, we do not need to live through another one of anything like that. No.
All right, then. And with that, let's move on to our next question. This is true or false. Some companies that manufacture pet foods use people to taste test their products.
I'm going to have to say it's true because they can't test on animals. Like, they can't say I like this or not. They could either eat it or don't. I guess that's some sort of indication. But I'm going to say that's true.
You are absolutely 100% correct. Yes, they use people to ensure the quality and the palatability.
Okay.
Had no idea, but that makes a lot of sense.
That's a truly awful job. I don't know who has that job, but I'm glad it's not me.
Yes, this is the tuna-flavored kibble.
Ugh, gross.
Yeah. Okay, here's question 3. Another true or false question. Some companies employ people to be odor judges to assess the effectiveness of scented products by sniffing armpits, feet, and other body parts. Oh, what an awful job. But wait, how much does it pay?
There isn't enough money in the universe to get me to do that. So I'm hoping this isn't a real job. There's no way that's a real job. That's gross.
So you're saying it's not true?
I'm saying not true.
It is actually true, but here's my question. Who gets to be hired as the stinky person?
Oh, I think I've dated that guy before.
Was that his job? Do you know where he worked?
He was just naturally really good at it.
Oh, man. Hey, you stink. I think I got a business opportunity for you.
Yeah, you're going to have a big career, buddy. Big.
Oh, awful. Okay, question 4. Let's get off of that one. That's just a horrible thought. This is a different kind of job question.
Okay.
How many nose job surgeries are performed in the United States every year?
Oh, my gosh. How many? Like a specific number?
Would you say over 100,000, over 200,000, or over 300,000?
I'm going to say 300,000. Over 300. I mean, that's a very popular surgery.
Yes, you are correct. And
Thank you.
that's an old fact in 2020. Now people are doing so much surgery and crazy
Too much.
reconstructive and
Yeah.
shots and injections and this and that and twist this and move that. It's over 350,000 nose jobs in 2020.
Crazy.
Wow, that is crazy. Let's see. So you don't know whose nose you're blowing.
Oh boy.
Can I say that on this show?
Oh, Dave.
I wouldn't pick any other nose, to be quite honest. Here we got that. Those are like just bad dad jokes.
That was a little bit of a dad joke, but it was funny. I laughed.
Those were dad jokes.
Yeah,
Those were
I liked
dad.
it.
Question 5. In the United States, what is the fastest declining job? Birthday clowns, watch and clock repairers, or typists?
I'm going to say a typist, right?
You are absolutely correct. Typists are down 40%. Maybe it's because there's no more typewriters, huh?
That could be it. Could be.
Yeah.
I mean, you and I come from the day where you had to like go backspace and use whiteout if you had a mistake, you know, darkness.
I remember the first time whiteout, I thought this is the most brilliant invention ever. Do you know who invented whiteout?
No, is this a bonus round question?
It could be, but I do know the answer to this silly trivia. I don't know why it's rolling around in my head. Remember the Monkees, the group The Monkees?
Yeah.
Hey, we're the Monkees.
Sure. Yeah.
Michael Nesmith was one of the 4 guys in the Monkees. His mother invented whiteout.
Wow, that's a really cool fact.
I don't know why that's floating around in my head, but yeah. Michael
I also
Nesmith's
really
mother.
enjoyed the way whiteout smells. Is that weird?
Did you? I don't remember how it smelled.
Oh, I'm going to send you a bottle of whiteout. It's just that chemical scent that like you shouldn't like, but it's oddly...
Are you trying to kill me? Are you trying to kill me?
Let me send you a bottle of chemicals.
You know it's good after chemo. Sniffing whiteout.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's
and a guy I used to date. Sniff whiteout, and then you sniff the guy I used to date, and I'm telling you, it's great. It will clear everything out of your system.
Yeah. Yeah, I got you. This cancer's got nothing on you with me around. I got you.
Nothing. All right. And with that, okay, cut it out. It's time for cut it out. All right. Ready? Okay. Here we go, Marla.
Cut it out.
Every episode of Full House had a heartfelt scene, and we have cut out a scene from season 2, episode 13 that we're going to read together. Dave, you're going to play the role of Joey. Are you sure you can handle Joey?
I think I can do him. Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to throw in Jesse and Danny for you too, and I'm going to play the role of DJ and Stephanie.
Okay, here we go. Let's bring up our music. Aw, there we go. All right, and the scene is Jesse, Joey, and Danny. DJ and Stephanie, they're talking in the living room. Joey starts by saying, "Aren't you girls happy for us?" "Yeah, come on, girls. Where's our hug? This family hugs when the mail comes."
How can you guys do this? Yeah, what's gonna happen to us? We're gonna be all alone.
Girls, you know you're always going to be taken care of. This job is a big chance for Joey and Uncle Jesse. Think of all the wonderful things they've done for you, and not because they had to, it's just because they love you. Yeah, we're not going to leave you, girls. We'll still see you every morning before school. That's right, and every day after school, and every weekend. All federal holidays.
But it won't be the same. You guys missed today. You missed everything yesterday. And now you're going to miss the rest of our lives. And we'd miss you so much.
And the girls give Joey and Jesse a hug, and the scene ends. Author. This little scenes just rip your heart out.
Yeah, that one's a hard one.
Anything? Well, we kind of already talked about stuff that stuck out in this episode.
Yeah.
Right.
Have you ever been on a show where you were able to do any like ad libs or anything like that, or improv-y type stuff?
Well, Full House a lot. You know,
I got to
ad lib a lot of stuff. And then I was telling you when we were sidelining a few minutes ago, I did a show with Bob Newhart and Judd Hirsch called George and Leo for CBS, and Jim Brooks was our director, and I got to improv a lot of stuff on that. So that was really cool. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then
what a prolific director.
Yeah, I know. I mean, that is just like showbiz encapsulated, especially television. Just like it's like that Norman Lear kind of career, where it just spans decades. Amazing stuff.
Yeah, and it's literally every show that you loved, from the past, any episodic multicam for the past 20 years that was successful, he directed it.
Yeah, I know. It's really crazy. Well, in this episode, the producers loved it because John and I would do these Sammy Davis Jr. impressions back to each other, and we'd goof around in the set, and if the writers thought it was funny, they would just incorporate our stupid little shenanigans into the show, and that was the case. In this episode, that's just kind of how it came about.
Would you guys like purposefully go next to the writers and producers and start doing little bits so they would
absolutely
add them in? Yeah.
Oh, we were always clowning around on the set, and sometimes it would just be us clowning around. They're like, "What were you guys doing there? That's really silly. What is that exactly?" And we would
That's awesome.
Explain it. And they would write something for us.
That's so great. I love that.
Yeah. Those are our thoughts about Full House. We'd like to hear yours. Tell us about your favorite episode or just why you love the show so much. Or maybe you got a question for me and Marla. Just email us at socials@podco.us. And of course, we close every episode of Full House Rewind by giving all of you who need it a hug. In this episode, Jesse and Joey get a job offer that will minimize their time with the girls. It's a huge decision for them, and they finally choose to work from home.
Parents all around the world have to work and provide for their families, and that can be really tough on kids and for everybody in the family. This week, this feel-good hug goes out to all of you who feel like your job is taking away valuable time from your family. So if you're feeling that way, this Full House hug goes out to you.
Here's our hug. Here we go. There we go. Oh, it's a big love fest. That's our show. Thank you so much for stopping by.
Join us next time here on Full House Rewind, and you can watch all of these episodes on our YouTube channel. If you have a story, a question, anything you want to share with Dave and I, you can go to our Instagram at Full House Rewind. Send us a DM. We love a DM.
We love a DM.
We love a DM, yeah. And I hope you have a great day.
I just realized DM is Dave and Marla. So DM us.
Send us a Dave and Marla.
Send us a Dave and Marla. That's your DM. All right, we love you guys.
That's the best. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.